Hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. Happy Monday to you. We do have something happy to talk about, even though it's August. August can be a rough month, but we got something good. It's happening today. We've had a cold front moving on through. Now, it's August, so a cold front isn't really that much colder, but what it does is it's driving drier air down to the Gulf Coast. You can see that here on the water vapor loop. There is that dry air beginning to move on in, and that's what's going to make the real difference here for us in the coming days. Our dew points are dropping off into the 60s. Now, a dew point, I know it can be confusing because it looks like a temperature, but think of it more as a scale. And at the summertime, the August time, generally we're up here in the miserable range. Sometimes we get down the muggy range, but generally we're up in here somewhere in the mid 70s. It's generally where we're at. Now we're going to be in the 60s the next several days. That's much lower humidity, even fairly pleasant for us at this time of year. Like I said, it wouldn't be a big deal in October or November for sure, but for this time of year, it's feeling pretty good, and it's going to feel pretty good here in the coming days. This is where it really helps out because the heat index is a factor of the temperature plus the humidity. Now we just got the temperature, not the humidity. So we're looking at mid-90s for the heat index. This is basically going to be the temperatures here the next several days. So that's what we've got on the heat index for us. So that will make things more pleasant, more bearable. Also, the mornings. This is where you might notice it the most. You first walk out the door. You know, typically in August we walk out and it's almost like you just walk into a wall of humidity, that swamp air. It'll feel much more pleasant the next several mornings, okay, through the end of the week. Now, as we get towards the weekend, guess what's going to happen? Things are going to go back, all right? We're going to flip back to normal, so to speak. Heat index today on your Monday, it's going to get to right around triple digits, but it won't be there very long. And normally we get to triple digits about 10 in the morning and stay there to 7 at night on an August day. Today, barely even get there, and we won't get there everywhere. Some of our inland areas will not see heat indexes of triple digits today. You're down by the coast, you will. You've already seen some of that this morning, but as we get through the rest of the week, things will get even better. The beach forecast looks great today, tomorrow, Wednesday. If you want to head to the beach, really calm conditions in the water, and once again, that lower humidity will make things feel pretty pleasant out there. It just makes it a lot more comfortable. Tropics, of course, we got Ernesto. It's working its way up towards the Canadian Maritimes. The rest of the tropics right now, there is no other issue out there that we think is going to develop within the next week. So that's the good news. Now, beyond that, I'm keeping an eye on the long-range models. We are going to start seeing some activity start coming, some tropical waves coming off of Africa in about a week or so. Things will start picking up after that. So it's going to take a little bit of time from here, but once we get towards the end of August, you just expect things to start to really pick back up out in the tropics. We're just getting a brief break. It's not going, hurricane season's not going away. Here's your 7-day forecast, and you can see that it's just going to be really nice, and it's still hot. I mean, we're still talking mid-90s, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoon. But there won't be a heat index on top of that because of that drier air in place. And like I said, just makes things more bearable. If you're out in the full-on sun, yeah, it's hot. If you get in the shade, you'll definitely notice the difference. It just feels better. Now, like I said, it doesn't last very long. You can see by the weekend we got those rain chances returning. That means the humidity's back. So it's just going to be for this work week. After that, we're back into the humidity by the weekend.